And Zach, I got a very interesting take here. Matter of fact, this is a take for 99 cents, where we give you a take, a very expensive take for a cheap price in all of sports to close out this show. Something that was on our mind that we really haven't got to cover on the show. This is an opportunity to say it right now. And I hinted at it before. I was going to talk about the NBA because, bro, I ain't going to lie, Adam Silver, you got to step your game up, bro. And it's okay. I understand the NFL is your biggest competitor, but it's okay to reach out to Roger Goodell for some pointers, to reach out for some tips, because my gosh, the All-Star game last night was a travesty. Don't get me wrong, I like the draft. I like the new creative way that the draft, how that took place. I thought it was good. But the game itself, guys chucking up half-court shots, they didn't take that game seriously. Nobody was taking that game seriously. It came to a point where Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was going one-on-one. They didn't take the game seriously. They did not care. Okay? When you chucking up shots like that, you don't care. Cool. My take for 99 cents is that Adam Silver must face the music when it comes to load management and trade requests. Because Adam Silver came out on Saturday before we was gearing up for the All-Star festivities. He talked about load management, one of the biggest topics in the NBA right now, which shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So he said, and I quote, "There is medical data that supports the current practice of load management throughout the league." Medical data, huh? Okay, Mr. Silver. So you telling me the advances in modern medicine is telling you that players should take a rest and take a seat and be on the bench in street clothes? That's what you're telling me. When back then, right, you had all these guys playing the full schedule where medicine was not modernized at that time. And you mean to tell me that the medical data, the advances in modern medicine is telling you that players should be resting more often? That's a bunch of rubbish, to be honest with you. And matter of fact, to shun the consumer, because he also came out and said that, he turned a blind eye to the frustration with the fans. He took a shot at the fans. I don't want to quote him and misspeak, but he took a shot subliminally to the fans. You talking about the fans that pay their hard-earned money, working 9-to-5 jobs to see these guys play, and they don't play and they in street clothes. That's an issue that you need to fix. Now, maybe you should shorten the schedule, the regular season schedule, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that because it's all about that cash money. It's all about the money, and that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the money, but you really should shorten the schedule. Another thing, the trade request. It's another crapshoot. Oh my God. We already talked about the dunk contest earlier. You gotta get your act together. But the trade request, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving came out and spoke about that. That was utterly embarrassing. The fact that they try to pinpoint themselves as a hero of the NBA, like they're the savior, when in all actuality, Brooklyn did everything you asked for, Kevin Durant. All right? They paid you to rehab. Think about it. You tore your Achilles. That's enough incentive for teams to back off of you. And they paid you to rehab in Brooklyn for a whole year. They gave you everything you wanted. James Harden, sure. Steve Nash, sure. DeAndre Jordan, who was clearly washed, sure. You can have him. Okay, all your guys, pay my boys. Sign Kyrie Irving. Sure. Okay, as I'm on the shore mic. Sure, they gave you everything that you wanted. And you quit on this team. Y'all quit on this team. And you mean to tell me y'all trying to paint yourselves as a hero? This is what the NBA come to? Adam Silver, I hate to break it to you, brother, but I'm blaming you because none of this is happening in the NFL under Roger Goodell's watch. We are talking about everything. Drama is not pumped. It's organic in the NFL. It comes with the sport. But here, they trying to pump some drama. They trying to pump all these other intangible stuff. Guys coming to the stadium dressed up in funny behind outfits. It's everything but basketball. It's everything but the product. Adam Silver, it falls on you. You must face the music. And that's my take for 99 cents. I'm done. Zach, I'll pass the mic to you.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because, we've been doing the show for a while now, and I've never been an Adam Silver fan. I've criticized him for many things over the course of the last few years, and I think people are really starting to see it. Like, the NBA has been losing viewership numbers, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the reality is, like, the NBA regular season right now is a bad product for the consumers. When you have these stars sitting out and everyone clearly showing everything. They're being very transparent. Like all these teams are showing us, like, yeah, we don't care about the regular season. It's all about the playoffs. All right, Lil, here's my take for 99 cents. And I know we're just about a week after the Super Bowl, and we've spoken a lot about the game. This is going to be my final thought about the Super Bowl and to go into the offseason. I think we have to consider the Kansas City Chiefs a dynasty. And I know that everyone's opinion on dynasties and what you have to do to qualify to be a dynasty, everyone's going to have a different opinion on that, but I'll explain something, right? When we look at the best teams in the history of the NFL, we look at the 70s Steelers and the 80s to 90s 49ers and even the 2000s Patriots. Like, I think we have to acknowledge the NFL with free agency, with all these player options. Like, you know, you're drafted, you have a four years with a team. The team has a chance to advance you for a fifth, and then you're going to be a free agent. Like, we are seeing players change left and right. Like, it's crazy. I was thinking about this. If you compare the Chiefs team that just won the Super Bowl to the team 3 years ago that beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl, you still have Patrick Mahomes, like, you still have Travis Kelce, you still have Chris Jones, you still have Frank Clark, but, like, besides those guys, the Chiefs have a totally new offensive line. Like, they have 5 new offensive linemen. They also don't have Tyreek Hill anymore. Like, they had to trade arguably the best wide receiver in the league. So I just think, like, when we're comparing our standards for a dynasty in today's NFL compared to the NFL, 30, 40 years ago, I just think so much has changed. And the fact that the Chiefs have won 2 Super Bowls, they've been to 3, they've been to 5 straight conference championship games, hosting all of them. Like, I just don't know if any team in the NFL going forward is going to be able to match that. So if your qualifications for a dynasty are 3 rings, 4 rings, like, that's fine. You could think whatever you want. But just so you know, like, going forward, there's never going to be a dynasty again if you don't consider the Chiefs a dynasty, because in today's NFL, it's just so hard to win at the rate that they've been doing. So I would consider the Chiefs a legit dynasty based on the difference in how often players are moving around today's NFL.